Okay. Hussy's stream is over with, so I guess I got another attic review tonight. Let's see what else we got going on. Boomerang Gangbang. What a title, if I've ever heard one.
Listen up, Patriots. I'm still...
More copyright.
I hit a pothole. Let me just tell you where it's at. When you're going through Offense Park, if you're listening out there, on 32nd Street, you go to take a right. You should
take a right, huh?
Fucking turn, but you can't because there's a goddamn meteor crater there that tore a hole in my fucking tire and about ruined my rim. I'm not the only one has been flattened by said pothole. Now, if your tire has been flattened by that pothole, please get a hold of me because I'm taking my bills straight down to the courthouse. There you go.
Oh.
Nope, it was your, look, you're down here planting flowers and putting mulch in and fucking up all downtown, taking away all the handicap accessibility while letting a non-for-profit where people overdose on the regular exist. That's the only area you care about. Would you come down here to Offense Park and the Beason's Edition and look at the fucking urban blight for a change? We should do that. We should do that. Maybe I would have kept my ass downtown with my business if people just weren't allowed to shoot up behind the fucking...
There's two things that you're gonna find out. They don't love you and they only love you right now. If I'm smarter, I'd have stayed my ass at home and left those Broadway girls alone.
Place, right? Yeah. Let's give it up to the Connersville City Council guys.
Yes.
Streets Department. You know what I feel like doing? Can't do it, not gonna do it. This is just a bit. I want to go and dig up all that shitty mulch and all those shitty plants you planted. Remember when you planted plants in mid-October? Remember that? Remember you did that and wasted all that money on the plants you planted in mid-fucking October? First frost, they were dead. I want to take all of that bullshit that you wasted our money on and go fill the fucking pot myself. That's what I want to do. Because now I'm out over $120, new tire. Of course, I have to pay somebody to help me because my fucking goddamn back went wrong when I'm in bed for a week.
Hunchback Nation.
And yeah.
Hang on.
So fix the goddamn pothole. Oh no, it's not even a pothole. I swear to God,
I had to get my water.
It's like right where people turn, you know, it's just eroded away. And then you got all these dickheads in town with their fucking dualies, their fucking, what do you call it? Commons? What a fucking gay name. Driving around. And that shit ain't good. Like, they hit that, just takes it off more. Pretty soon we're gonna ride a bicycle through there. Nevertheless, I had a flat tire this morning because of that.
Yeah, tell DC, hey, can you bring some bicycles back the next time that you decide to go driving through the outskirts of Israel? I'd appreciate it.
There you go. I told you about it, and now you know what my intentions are, is to make you, the city, pay for it. Maybe if you pay for a few flat tires, you'll fix it. Yeah? Maybe a little concrete. Maybe some fucking rocks. Some dirt. Jesus Christ. You planted more fucking plants downtown that just died than any city I've ever seen.
He continues to have it so
my
bad
team's
out
at my
there.
mechanics right now. He's reputable. You could look at it and tell it's from a pothole.
Mm-hmm.
Because my rim, my nice fucking unscathed motherfucking. Listen,
Sigh.
I don't own much nice shit, and
Mm-hmm.
my car is nice. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissed. My rim's fucked. You should pay for that. Tire's flat. You should pay for that. And have somebody put it on. And when somebody put it on, you should have to pay for that. I'm gonna get. I'll go ask the insurance agency that right there if they have cameras anywhere outside that shows me hitting it. It's your damn phone. No, I should be able to make a normal right turn without falling into fucking Grand Canyon. All right. Excuse me, I got a little heated there.
Oh no.
Men in their cars.
Mm-hmm.
The tire installer, it's a mechanic. It's a mechanic that's going to do it. The mechanics do everything. You know, put new tires on. They're the boss at that.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Gee, maybe if I go plant some flowers in it, that'll fix it. Maybe if I go dump a bunch of mulch in it, that'll do it. You know what I ought to do? I ought to take all you fucking Republican rhinos around here. I ought to go take all your campaign signs and shove it in that fucking hole so nobody has to suffer through that again. Seriously, who the fuck are we voting for? Why are we voting for you? I go through my neighborhood. My neighborhood looks like fucking garbage.
Well, why don't you vote Democrat? Or even better, just don't even bother voting at all.
One small, there's like me, the 2 houses next door, and a couple people back here have nice properties. Everybody else, junk in the yard, junk on the porch, hoard on the porch, hoard in the yard. Yeah. If all that shit was gone, oh, I even go down here to old fucking what's his name, Toothless Fuckhead's house. It's a fucking shithole. So all that shit drags my property values down.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Connersville, guys. It's cheap to live. Buy a house. My house is nice, and it has a good chunk of land. Less than 80 grand. What the fuck? You better be driving to Ohio or Indianapolis for work, though, because there ain't shit here.
No, there's not.
But shout out to the sheriff's department. They did have another bust. They did.
Oh, really? For what? For what was there? Was there now a second person that tried to shoot up behind the back of the building?
Another bust, and one of them I recognized from coming into my store, and I called it.
Oh, good. They got the guy that filmed you illegally. Wow. Wonderful. Congratulations.
I called it a long time ago. I was like, he's a drug dealer.
A drug dealer. Oh.
Well, bro, I hope you steadfast. You look like you've done this before, but I'd really appreciate it if all you people would keep the methamphetamine and shit. It was all.
Hang on a minute. All right, I'm back.
Out the fuck out of this place because we're falling apart here. We're on by a goddamn thread. They just had somebody at gunpoint the other day down by the bridge. There's a lady living under the bridge. Holy shit, you could shoot heroin downtown. Can't smoke a joint on the north end, though. On my end of town, they pull you over for a couple miles per hour over or a turn signal because, you know, that's how it all starts. Like, pot's the gateway drug. No. Not using your turn signal as the gateway drug now. Next thing you know, you're shooting up heroin behind a not-for-profit. No, you're inside the not-for-profit shooting up. Yeah. So anyway, I know I've said that 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it until the right person hears it.
Well, I hope the right person hears it.
And there's this building on my right that used to be a battered women's shelter, because they don't have those anymore here. It is now a non-for-profit for men only addicted to drugs.
Oh.
All these resources that drug addicts get, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I needed a therapy session. Guess who couldn't get one? Me. But if I need some Narcan or some whatever the fuck else you guys get, I'd walk right downtown and get it. Hell, I could just walk right to the back of the fucking not-for-profit, shoot up, and be done with it.
Why don't you go do that?
Sure, yeah, Claire, I just got your message. I didn't see that. Let me send you a link in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
The DMs, because only people I want to talk to, like right now, would be like Christina's here. I want to know why she gaslit John into quitting the internet, and why she is okay with the things that the bodega do, but I'm a piece of shit. So fuck this place, man. We've already decided. I don't know how many times Claire and I looked at each other and said, almost in sync, we gotta get the fuck out of here, and we are. But like, it can't happen soon enough. It is like.
Well, I wish you both the best of luck with wherever you do decide to move to. I'll tell you that. If you actually do move.
That these people had the fucking audacity to go on Facebook and the fucking newspaper and on the front page, put all this stupid horse shit, planting flowers and all that. When around them, the whole fucking thing is burning.
Mm-hmm.
It's burning.
Mm-hmm.
And people like me, my kid, everybody else suffers. You offer no opportunity for any child in this community except generational welfare.
It's the same here. It's the same here. They don't offer that. They don't offer anything for kids here except welfare as well, and also schools and school buses, etc., etc., etc. It's like that everywhere.
Christina says we said the N-word to a child, which is a lie.
Hello, Smelly Cat. I'm good. I'm listening to NEGZ rant again.
Oh, well, Christina's a liar. She's a Christian. And it doesn't mean all.
She definitely don't act like one.
Liars. She's that type of Christian.
Mm-hmm.
She's that type of Christian.
Mm-hmm.
She's a vengeful Christian.
I see.
All right. Thank you very much. Guys, can we get a... Jesus Christ. Hang on a second, man. People are blowing my phone up. I'm live. I'm fucking...
Smelly Cat, he says that the police there caught the guy that broke into the store and illegally filmed him. Apparently it was a drug dealer. What the fuck would NEGZ know about Christianity? That takes holding yourself accountable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does anybody care? No. No. Oh no, no, nobody does, unfortunately. DC may care. DC may care. But that's only because she has no choice. She will never leave him until she dies. That's it. I don't even think she cares. Who knows what goes through her mind on a daily basis, Smelly Cat.
Phone ringing, all kinds of shit.
I can tell you one thing. When we've spoken, it's not trying to be rude here, but it's occurred to me that she just seems lonely. Like she seems just willing to follow him anywhere he goes. Desperate for what she believes the meaning of the word love to be. Anytime anybody talks to her, it seems like she doesn't genuinely care about anything that goes on with the store or about anything that goes on in that house. I mean, that's just my 2 cents. I could be wrong, but yeah, it translates to she's bored there. That's what I've always noticed. It's what I've always noticed, especially from the things she's told me. She's bored being there.
People pick your moments better.
Yeah.
Some people don't know. They don't know I'm streaming, so, and they don't know that I'm on a tirade.
Well, 99 people took the time to dislike this, so yeah, people knew that you were streaming. People always know when you're streaming. People always know whenever NEGZ has a tirade.
Christine, I never child. I didn't worry. No.
Wait a minute.
Your moments better.
He never did what?
Some people don't know. They don't know I'm streaming, so, and they don't know that I'm on a tirade. Christine, I never called a child. I didn't worry. No.
You never called a child an N-word? No, but you said that you did say that other people were treating you like everybody's N-word. He did. He did. He did. And when before they had banned me from their panels, I had brought that up to them, and I told them, I said, you know, Neg said the N-word, and DC was in disbelief. She was like, "What?" So they don't, yeah, they brush it off. But I can't attest to that because he has not, to his credit, ever called any child a racial slur.
Retard. That's a different story.
Now that I can see him doing. I can see him calling a child that.
Retard, because I'm not going to sit here and tolerate lies coming out of Kitty's mouth.
What happened to not tolerating lies coming out of anyone's mouths? Why does it have to just be a kid? You didn't tolerate, you and DC didn't tolerate all the stuff I was saying back then. You're like, oh, Russ is a pathological liar. One of the worst liars I've ever seen. Why does age matter? Why are you restricting it to just children? Everybody, regardless of their age, should be held accountable when they lie.
Retard. That's a different story.
Oh.
Retard, because I'm not going to sit here and tolerate lies coming out of Kitty's mouth. How do you, like, I have never heard anybody in Canada.
In Canada?
Dude. I've never heard anybody from Canada talk like that. I know they have Canadian rednecks, but never heard anybody talk like that. So anyway, Connersville, get your shit together because you're losing residents at the rate of 200 per year, if not more. Okay? Pretty soon you're not going to have any taxpayers. You're going to be completely dependent on nonprofits. And all you chubby city council members can sit down and be like, we planted flowers.
We planted the flowers. Planted the flowers of doom.
So hang on a second. I gotta like check this real quick. Somebody.
Coming from them, that's laughable. Yes, Smelly Cat. It is. It's very laughable.
The message on this producer. Yeah, we got no money bags. No money bags at all.
Wow. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Save your money. Save your money, please. They don't need it. They don't need it. They're not good people. They're not good people. NEGZ and DC are not good people.
Or that pothole is nonprofit.
And yes, I said that. And if you don't like it, oh well. Go eat a bag of sand.
Your annoyance. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's like one turd telling another it's stinky. Yeah. Yeah, Smelly Cat.
But yeah, we were talking about that in the store the other day. Somebody came in and we were talking about how there's always pictures of them doing stuff downtown. Why don't you come here to Beeson's, mow some fucking yards, clean up some of this blight, and then you could be a hero. Until then,
I bet they could be. Oh, you'll be a hero if you come down here and help me clean this up. Help me clean up the mess that I have created.
Up your ass. Like,
wow.
Seriously.
Wow.
You have the biggest set of blinders on. Do you think flowers are going to cure fentanyl overdoses? Do you think flowers are going to cure meth? There are people downtown tweaking and shit, waiting to even go in this building so they get their fresh needle to go home and get high. How you like that, downtown? Come to downtown Connersville, where people 3 feet away are getting a fresh needle so they can go bang heroin or meth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Smelly Cat. Here we go again is right. Oh shit. Here we go again.
But at least they won't have AIDS. But fuck you.
Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. I represent a Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
Clara, I sent you a link on Discord, huh? All right, more money bags. Keep them coming. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. We got producers coming in. AK, real quick, I just want to tell you that I have, like, you've been fundraising. I have not. I've been going live and entertaining people and doing funny shit and giving compliments.
Yeah, she has to, because she got to get an attorney. She's got to get an attorney, because Hussey is going to win that TRO, and it'll be good night nice for her afterwards.
All that stuff. And I have made, what did you get, a $50 donation? I don't want to go into how much more I've made.
Mm-hmm.
Times 20. But my kids.
You know, I want to ask this. If he's actually serious about keeping this store up and running long term, a good thing to do would be to take whatever donations you get from Rumble, $100, $50, $20, whatever the amount is, and why don't you open like a separate savings bank account and just take all your donations and put them in the savings account if you're actually serious about keeping this store and your businesses up and running. That would be a good idea. That would be a reasonable thing to do. Make an attempt to invest wisely in the store. Dude! Only thing you make, Negs, is people shake their heads and laugh at you. And coming from me, that is bad. Yes, Smelly Cat. Failed. Failed. Failure. Failure.
Hang on a second here. There's always sometimes people leave a nice little message with the thank you very much, anonymous Cash App producers. I can say your name if you tell me.
You know, you actually I hope he knows that the IRS has changed it to where you actually have to file taxes with whatever you get on Cash App. That is, there is legislation for that now. If you make a certain amount of money on Cash App, you have to file taxes. You have to.
Very much for Tuesday Rumble, buddy. We are killing it. Yeah, they've given up on Ratio and me. So, I mean, like, you know, that was a good run. I appreciate it, guys, because thank you to that.
No, they did not. They're still, as I'm looking at this right now, 99 dislikes. I'm not going to refresh it because I don't care to see the amount update. It's going to be more. We all know it'll be more. Okay.
That I grift.
Wait.
Who were not here. Yes, bitch, you will, because everybody, we all should.
Okay, before you were slurring.
DC will be on in a minute.
Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I saw you call and text and.
No, I was calling because I wanted to let you know I wanted to hop on because I wanted gloat. So. You know,
okay, gloat.
I was
Gloat
just
away.
waiting. No, I was just waiting for you to, bring up whatever. First of all, let me just make it very clear to you, you stupid bitch, AK.
Oh, here we go.
Never said that you weren't allowed a fundraiser or whatever. No, I said it was going to be a failure because everybody hates you. And
yes, Smelly Cat, failure.
Evidently, today you verified that you barely raised any money. You don't have to say those words. We all know exactly what it means when you say, well, when Tragic said, well, how's the fundraiser going? Well, it's going, but I guess I'm going to, have to basically pay for the lawyer on my own. Yes, bitch, you will, because everybody hates you. They hate your community. Okay? They hate Tragic. They hate the other bitches in the Discord. They hate Alex.
Actually, former Negative Nation people.
Oh dear. How can those two summon up the energy to be this angry all the time? I've been wondering that ever since I figured out who they were, the bandit. I have wondered that all this time. That's one of the main things that I have wondered about those two is how they're able to be this angry 24/7 to like um be this composed at dishing out insults. They train themselves to be like this. Tragic says things. I thought he was just a useful puppet. Smelly Cat. Somebody had floated across my desk in my Twitter DMs earlier that he was live and they are trying to fundraise for AK to get an attorney. That's what they're trying to do. That shit takes a toll on your health, yes. Same here, Russ. I used to listen to DC several years ago, and I cannot believe how much she's changed. She became, as Hussey said, a miserable, hateful, old witch just because she lost her channel. Good luck, and even if they find one for her, she ain't going to have a leg to stand on. Oh no, Smelly Cat, not at all. Not at all, because the amount of evidence that Hussey has against her, it ain't going to look good. It's not. It's not. It's not.
Got $95, but if you need it, AK, I'm not going to give it to you.
Nope. Nope.
No, you're not getting nothing. Now run along.
And can I just remind you, bitch, that
Oh.
we're not exactly the flavors of the month. 10 grand in 3 days. Oh, and NEGZ, I told you that I heard that that Miss
DC, you don't have to keep telling us that you raised $10,000 in 3 days. One time is enough. We know. We understand. Isn't just Hussey. All that woman knows is how to breathe negativity and screw with people's lives. Yep. I am very close to her age, and I am just happy and content with my life. I cannot believe she got a second chance at surviving cancer, and she chooses to spend her days like this. Me either. And you know what? DC is not that much younger than my own mother. My mother is in her 60s. Of course, she's older than DC is, but still. Survives cancer and creates it for the internet, yes.
old bitch Alex. That I grifted money from that legal GoFundMe and I bought a $4,000 Tiffany ring.
That is defamation.
I would love to see proof of that, Alex.
And you guys are really good at that. Yeah. Hey, Alex, we should start producing some proof. Also, while you're at this, produce some proof of your weight.
Alex, go ahead and fire up that generator.
The generator.
Photoshop and conjure up, cobble together some fake receipts that you guys are so famous for over there.
I unsubscribed from her when she said that awful thing about Irate Alex. Oh yeah, the bandit. Yeah. Yeah, she go watch Irate Alex's content about her. Go watch Good Boy Gate is the name of the stream. She mocked his multiple sclerosis, MS, and she also said a lot of disgusting and degrading things about her, about him. Excuse me. She treated him like absolute trash. She really did. Smelly Cat, wasn't it though? I actually had to play it back to make sure I heard it correctly. I just about fell out. Bad karma. Yeah. Yeah, and it was because she claimed that Irate Alex had interfered with her job that she had at Fox News, and that's why it led to her getting fired, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand the whole entire thing, but she claimed that he screwed around with the job she had, and it caused a lot of problems for her while she was working that job. But the only thing that everybody should be aware of this by now is, like, the only thing that she ever did for Fox News was answer phones. That's it. That's what a pool booker is. Pool booker is just somebody that answers phones, that takes phone calls. And she claimed that she was a producer, and they came out and said that she was never a producer. That shit hurt. My mother has MS, and the way that disease just destroys the body and brain, yes. Won't be surprised if she finds herself having a second go-around with cancer. You don't do that shit. Smelly Cat, I'm so sorry to hear that. Russ, yes, I've listened to Alex's streams. They are hilarious, yeah. Yeah, well, she's great at being on the phone all day. Yeah, the Bandit, Irate Alex is a really good dude. He really is. He really is a really good dude. And even though I already said it, I'll say it again. Rest in peace to his brother. Well, she's great at being on the phone all day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have also said that DC loves to text. Loves it. She loves to text message. Thank you, hun, but it's not your fault. Yeah, the Bandit, it's not your fault.
And come up with some DM or some.
He's interesting. I came to him after she said what she said about him. Yeah.
In the Discord of me saying that I actually used that money to pay for a ring at Tiffany's. Go ahead. Which ring is it, bitch? Which ring is it? Let me know.
Let me know. Smelly Cat, I have a mother with stage 4 cancer right now, but she is a lot like DC, so I keep my distance. I really feel for your mom's condition. Hugs to you.
Only get 15 to 20 viewers, automatically get about 100. That's sad.
I bet you they do.
Yeah, Alex is a fucking lying sack of dog shit.
The worst.
And I would be too if I was.
They all are. They all are. They all are, not just her.
The ain't shit mom, and obviously an ain't shit woman, because I guess there's not a man in the picture. We call that a pump and dump scheme, honey.
Yeah. Just without any money being involved. Irate Alex has the most beautiful British baritone. I could sit there and listen to him read the phone book. Russ, you're too young to know what a phone book is. The Bandit, what are you talking about? Of course I know what a phone book is. Who do you think I am? What kind of animal do you take me for? Of course I know what a phone book is.
And I think it was hilarious that she was trying to defend her use of filters, or everybody's use of filters in that book. Nobody gives a shit the fact that you're all filtered to hell and back. Okay? The point is, Alex, that we know that those pictures that you've shared of yourself are not you. That's not who you are. Okay? If you're that beautiful, turn on your camera and let's see you.
Yeah.
The picture that you have you had as your profile pic on YouTube looks very much like a heavily filtered version of the Fatso, Sow picture that you claimed wasn't you. So come on, pull the other one, bitch.
Yeah.
I know. You can do so much better, but like when
Yes, pull the other one.
guy shows up, he's gonna see your gun and be like, "Ah, I didn't know you had a fucking pussy curtain." Ew.
So no, we never said, AK, that you shouldn't have a fundraiser. We said it was going to fail.
Yeah.
And we were right, again.
Yeah.
And I'm the only person that said people shouldn't give you money because you're a fucking goddamn degenerate who has put themselves in a position that you're not willing to take accountability for. So, and then you keep doing it.
Shocked she can see with those BCG's birth control glasses, like the bottom of vintage Coke bottles. Yeah, Smelly Cat, they do look like Coke bottle glasses.
And here pretty soon I'm gonna get into trap.
Speaking of glasses, I actually have to go, and if you guys are wondering why I haven't been wearing my glasses in my recent videos, it's because they broke, and I actually have to get a new pair, and they don't have anything open until like the 22nd, like any appointments open until the 22nd. So I have to wait until like the 22nd to go and get new glasses. My God, when she took them off one time, she looked like the professor from the Muppets. Yeah. Hello, Principal Todd. Russ, I was only joking. I know the Bandit, but still, like, they look very similar to actual, like, Coke bottle glasses.
Extreme. I'm not going.
Her glasses are a lot different from the ones that I had before they broke.
Watch it. I don't need to watch it. Tragic's boring as fuck. He's high as fuck.
Yeah.
For 4 years. He disappears dope sick, and then as soon as he comes back, he's like, I said we're going to you buy a
Hussey is trying to stream all day. Hope he gets whatever fixed. I do too. Yeah, but you could pull off that pair and make it look cool somehow. I probably could, Smelly Cat.
Silly, stupid raps. The dude, his brain isn't firing on all synapses. Tragic. Just let me tell you, legally, I've got these prescriptions in front of me. I've got Soma, I've got Gabapentin, and I've got Klonopin, right? 2 milligrams. I took all that because I'm allowed to. I prescribed it. Having anxiety, having some pain. And I want to avoid being in the pain I was for a week. Am I slurring my words?
I want to avoid having a full core meltdown. I want to avoid having another meltdown, like the meltdown that I had when I was in Russ's chat.
If I start slurring, let me know. But you were slurring on a whole nother level.
Oh, jeez. He can't go one stream without bringing up Tragic. You'd think he was an ex, yes. At first, I was shocked by them getting together, but now I see that they are 2 peas in a pod.
I don't know what you're into. It's obviously not prescription medication unless you're one of those assholes who goes through all of his opioids in 1 week.
Oh.
I don't know, but I heard you, and I've known you long enough. I've heard you coherent. I've heard you.
He's the authority on drugs, after all. Yeah.
Blurring, and today you had your camera off because you're fucked up out of your mind, in my opinion.
And in the opinions of many others. I'm sorry, AK. You can kick and scream as much as you want, and you can screech into the microphone about how Tragic is sick and blah, blah, blah. Do you realize how few people believe you?
She don't.
Ask yourself why.
Yeah, drug addicts are sick. I agree. Drug addicts are sick.
Mm-hmm.
They need treatment. And I'm sure there's 80 nonprofits there in Arizona. He can go. By the way, Tragic, that line you
There probably are a lot more than that out there.
rolled off to Nietzsche, you know, or whoever it was. You know who my friends are. You know what they can do. So I don't even know why you're fucking with my friends, knowing what could happen or something to that effect. That is brilliant. I want you to keep saying stuff like that, because you went to Twitter and implicated yourself in a situation that you probably should have just stayed the fuck out of. And I guarantee that there are other parties hearing that clip right now.
Oh, I know the bandit. I know. Russ, I meant I was only joking about you not knowing what a phone book was. You look great in glasses, by the way. Thank you.
You made a threat, dude. That was a vague threat, and somebody hearing that will take that as a vague threat, and they will ask you, what is it your homies can do?
Yeah.
Troll, dogpile, get you.
Yeah, what are you really gonna do? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Was removed. So, if your homies could do so much, why am I still staying in here?
I wonder.
All talk, fake gangster, suburban gangster. What was that movie?
Can't relate. Normal adults don't do everything they possibly can to take somebody to court because they're fresh out of their minds for YouTube ideas. Fresh out of ideas for YouTube. One of these things is not like the other.
With Jamie Kennedy. Something Malibu.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Have you noticed, by the way, and we saw another example of this today, every time that community latches onto someone, that someone they latch onto ends up getting fucked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
John? You know, because of their fuck shit, you ended up in court. People suffer. People lose their channels. People lose their monetization. People get community guideline strikes.
Yes.
People, you know, one person is on the brink, almost ready to lose a channel. All it's going to take is one more strike and that channel comes down.
Who is it?
And what a coincidence that...
Who is it? Because DC, I can tell you right now, if you're talking about me, it's not me. It's not me. I only have one strike for copyright. That's it. I nearly did have 3 strikes, but other ones are gone. And I only have 1 now, so I'm good.
All this is happening shortly after they joined forces with you guys because they wanted to use you as foot soldiers. Because they know that you lie. They know that you manufacture screenshots and DMs and all that. They know that. And they know that you guys have no limits and that you have absolutely, you don't give a shit. And they're using you, and now you're bringing them down. And I think that is one of the funniest goddamn things I have seen all year, to be honest with you.
I mean, like, I've called most of this shit. Like, I mean, it's not hard. I mean, if you look at a river and you've grown up normal, you kind of go, oh, that's a river. And
yeah, I guess.
The situation is, I looked at it and went, oh, that's a river because I know what a river is. It was that easy. You know?
Look at the Ghost of DC Media Girls channel talking about other people's channels. Yes. Your channel's gonna come down.
I was listening to you, Tragic, and your insults are so cringe, bro. Like, you may as well just put, I don't know, you might find somebody else to write your shit. Because I was sitting there listening to you, and, oh, you're enormous, blah, blah, blah. And then the AK in there talking about unborn children, this, that, and everything in between.
Oh.
But, you know, this is Christina is here. I like keep going back to her because she's the Christian.
He is right, Smelly Cat. Yeah. Like, Tragic cannot insult people at all.
These are her people, her chosen people. She's going to part the Red Sea with these people.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny to me how she's turned out to be one of the worst ones in terms of the gaslighting, in terms of the lying.
Yeah.
You know, going back to when she was in the Discord and she and I were still friendly, she did quite a bit of that to me, but I was sometimes if I was in the wrong mood, I would act on it, but I never mentioned who gave me information, or I completely ignored it. That's when I started telling people, like after her, because after the thing with Tragic, she started doing it. I was like, you know, I just ignored it because I like those cards with $100 bill in them.
Smelly Cat, it's their projection that absolutely astounds me. No self-awareness whatsoever. Yeah. You're right, the bandit. It is. All of it's entertaining. All of it's entertainment.
Well, I mean, you guys have definitely...
It's all been entertainment from day one. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's all it'll ever be.
Shown what it is that you approve of. You guys have shown what it is that you are co-signing. You've been showing it for months.
Yup.
And I love that for all of you because, again, I'm going to repeat this. I would prefer to know who someone is. All right? I don't want any, you know, false faces and masks and all that shit. If you really are that phony, if you really are that nasty, then I want to know up front, period. What is all this shit?
Smelly, it's especially entertaining when you cover this stuff. Smelly Cat, I already told everybody these two are my cows. I'm never going to stop covering them, no matter who says what. Oh, but Russ, it's because of the history that you have with them. I don't care about the history that I have with them. Okay, I can cover whoever I want to cover. It's my channel. If I want to continue to do the NEGZ DC Variety Hour, I gladly will. I don't have a problem with doing it.
Okay, about accusing Nietzsche of dealing Adderall. Are you out of your fucking mind?
She not, dude. This is like getting bit by a dog and then jumping over the fence and fucking with that same dog the next day. It's just so retarded.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and Nietzsche, did you see that JoJo's theory is that you're trying to impress me? I wasn't aware of that, and I don't.
Who is JoJo? The only JoJo I know about is the singer. It's just too little too late, a little too wrong, and I can't wait. Do you know? I'm not even gonna go there.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm not impressed. I just like you.
Wait.
JoJo's theory is that you're trying to impress me. I wasn't aware of that, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm not impressed. I just like you.
She say I'm not impressed, I dislike you, or I'm not impressed, I just like you. I'm not impressed, I just like you. That's what I thought I heard.
So, yeah.
Man. Yeah, dude, the Tragic, man, you got to get yourself together, bro. Because, like, I'm going to put this back up. You made threats.
I'm not impressed, I just like you. Okay. I didn't understand it at first, Smelly Cat.
Threats to a defendant. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry, not to a defendant. You made threats to somebody while the defendant of whatever may be going on is sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't think for a hot second that's not already in an attorney's hands, you're fooling yourself, my friend.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what this whole thing is about, but if it's like, if there's some type of civil case against her, you may be subpoenaed, especially since you said you shared an account with her. So you're going to have to answer to times.
Yeah, he will have to answer to that. He will have to answer to how many times have you been sharing the accounts that you're sharing with this person. This, that, the third. He'll have to answer to all kinds of stuff. But the question is he actually prepared to do that? Because I don't think so. I don't think he is.
I can't imagine what questions the attorneys are going to ask you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's a great plan. I don't know, Anna. I don't get it.
Anna Nicole says, what is their obsession with other people's children? Is AK just bitter because she'll never be a mother, so she has to hate? She's fucking disgusting. Seems like that is the case. It seems like that is the case. Yes, I have been entertained by this for at least the last 2 years. I remember when I first found DC about 4 years ago, and she seemed like she really had it together and had a cool life. Yeah, she used to be entertaining, the Bandit. She used to be entertaining. She used to, before she did lose her channel, she used to be very, very good at content creation. And then it all came crashing down the minute that she decided to shack up with NEGZ, which I've said before, and I'll say it again. It went to hell the day that she met Rhonda.
I don't get it, but they're just like their new little friends.
Yes, Smelly Cat, used to be. Big emphasis on used to be. Then she threw it all away to become one of the worst internet trolls ever, yep. Yeah, it's sad. It really is sad.
Other community. They're exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Christina's people.
Yep.
Who else?
On anybody else, because I'm not even sure who's there and who's mad at me. Was it like Holly, JoJo, Nikki Chuckles, Christina is here.
Mm-hmm.
I know Lava Skank couldn't stand him. She actually stood by her. He's creepy and fuck him. Unlike the rest of you who said the same thing and are over there.
I know, right? I would never ever leave a cool condo and one of my dogs behind for this crapola. And no one should, the Bandit. No one should. Like that. No lady, okay, should drop, throw all of her standards out of the window and just go and be with somebody that just has done a lot more bad than good, or will do a lot more bad than good for her. This is not romance. This is a cesspit of narcissism, self-absorbedness. The list goes on.
It's not me giving credit to anybody. That's just me saying they said something and they meant it.
Yeah. Oh my God, with this Lava Skank NEGZ. Ever hear of this thing called the law of diminishing return? Ain't funny anymore when you say it a million times. Yes. Correct, Smelly Cat. You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you idiots don't think I can see exactly what you're doing, and who you're doing it for, you must think that I was born yesterday, that I just fell off a truck. Seriously.
DC, I thought you didn't care. Are you going to include me in that? Do you see everything that I'm doing and who you think I'm allegedly doing it for? Do you? Do you? I know you're not going to give me an answer because you don't want me over there no more, but I'm still going to ask that question. Do you? Who do you think that I am doing things for? I'm not doing nothing for nobody. I am doing my own thing, and I'm letting everybody else continue to do theirs.
I know what you're doing. Everybody can see what you're doing.
What are we doing? Who is doing what? Who is doing what? Tell us. Who is doing what? Who's doing what? Who? WHO. Who is doing what?
You can see who you're, the servants of. And everyone can also see that it's backfiring.
Who? Who? Who?
Spectacularly.
Uh-huh.
And I can't say too much, but all that I will say is that your timing could not have been worse.
Oh boy.
Couldn't have been worse.
Uh-huh.
Everybody just needs to go home, pull down the shades, and duck and cover.
Get a coffee. Whatever you need to do.
Yeah,
Because
really.
this shit is not going to work, and a lot of people are going to end up in the blast radius. And I advise you. And no, that's not a fucking threat. Don't call.
You can't see shit. You need your RX eyewear updated. Smelly cat. Oh no, don't do her like that. Don't do her like that.
FBI. Okay? It's a metaphor. But some of you need to calm the fuck down, stop spreading lies.
Oh no. Making the jerking off gesture. Oh.
Or keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, please. Keep doing it. Because it's going
Keep doing it all night.
to end up backfiring spectacularly, and that is all I'm going to say.
Hello, Barnacles. I don't know, Barnacles. I'm looking at NEGZ's new stream that he did earlier. I don't know what's going on. But everybody, please, as I always say, and as Hussey says, thumbs up to the program.
As it always does. This is why this entire time, like, who the fuck has been out there fighting my defense? I mean, like, what, a couple of my friends saying you're a liar? That's about it. Nobody's doing anything shady. Nobody's defamed anybody. Nobody's out here lying, going IRL. Like, I would really genuinely hate to be any of you under cross-examination.
Yep.
I bet.
It must be catch the Xanax is all I can say.
Again with catching the Xanax.
But I did see the boomerang effect in action today, and that's what I.
Oh, this sounds like it's from a year ago. No, Barnacles, this was recent. This was a few hours ago, actually.
To talk about.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean, like, if you spend years going after people's children, income, and everything, I mean, like, that boomerang, it may travel far. It may travel far away and take years to come back. But it does come back, and it does take you out at the knees.
Yep. And by the way, Fatso, if you're that upset about getting another strike on your channel and not being able to stream for a week, knowing that all it's going to take is one more strike, and no, it won't come from me. And it won't come.
I know it won't come from you, DC. I know. You admitted that you've never struck my channel. I know it won't come from you. I know you're not that cruel. I know that you still have some semblance of human decency to not do that. So I can thank you for that at least. Holy Groundhog's Day, yes. Imagine being 60 calling someone fatso. Most quit that once into their teens. But that's what you're going to get in the attic.
from Negs. I'm just saying there are a lot of people who are out for blood. I'm going to give you a warning, stupid. All right? When you go out there...
Can you say who you are talking about? Give us a name. Don't just say fatso. Who is it? Get in line, ladies. This is the man that we all want to secretly steal from her, yeah.
Start saying that you're going to start false striking channels, you know what happens? Your channel is going to get brigaded.
And DC ain't no petite woman herself. She's shaped like Miss Doubtfire, only shorter. That's what I'm saying, yes. She did strike GP, though. We are all aware that she did do that.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
It seems as though it already happened.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing. Not that I give a shit about.
You do give a shit, DC. Oh, wow. Principal Todd, I know, right? I mean, I think she looks great for her age, but she's not exactly skinny. I'm probably 30 pounds lighter than she is, and I am 2 years younger. Yeah, DC ain't exactly Scarlett Johansson.
You know, how you make money. That's not my problem. But imagine if you...
Hello, Sarsbeth. Oh, yeah, Yaba. But Yaba, Sarsbeth, Yaba only has one strike, doesn't she? Doesn't she only have one strike? She can't stream for 7 days? I didn't know she had more than one. But honestly, I don't care. Either way. She looked better in DC when she accepted her age. Now she's 60 going on 16. If the 90s emo wave was still popular, she makes such a clown of herself. Yeah, who knows, Sarsbeth? 7 days. Principal Todd, I agree. She's trying to look young, and at our age, that always backfires.
Imagine getting upset because your channel, you can't stream for a week. Imagine how much more upset you would be. Imagine how much more upset if people lied about you day in and day out. If people lied about you and used those lies to make money and to torture the people you were lying about. Imagine if people were dragging you to court unnecessarily, faking EPOs.
Yeah.
Imagine if people were contacting payment providers and outside
Yaba and other foodie reactors were losing their minds when foodie hot strikes. Huh, sucks to suck. Yes, barnacles.
areas and outside vending sites that you were using to make money. Imagine if they were trying to take your Kickstarter down. Imagine if they were trying to interfere with your real life business and offering money to vandalize somebody's business or sending in a stranger to throw everybody in the store off balance when you know that the owner's mother works in that store. When you know the owner's girlfriend, the owner's kids work in that store. Imagine how mad you would be if you saw that there were messages about people calling.
Oh, yeah. Because a lot of them know that if Chantal ever does lose her channel, they're screwed. They're screwed royally.
Admitting and gloating about calling CPS to get your kids taken away.
Yeah, she asked for it, Smelly Cat. You're right. She did ask for it. Nietzsche says, tragic slurring those accusations about meth and shit was hilarious considering the fact that I don't even smoke or drink.
Or saying that they're going to take their kid who has a criminal record.
I wish there was an app that would block all foodie beauty related content. I never got the appeal of watching that woman eat, nor do I care what sexual shit her husband enjoys. Principal Todd, they're not actually married. Just an FYI, it's a fake marriage.
and try to meet up with your enemy.
But people should still be aware of the shit that he said to Kybella. I think that's how you say her name, Kybella, right? Yeah. Those voice messages that he sent her, that has got to be put out there. That's got to be shared all over the place because he can't get away with stuff like that. He cannot get away with saying stuff like that at all.
Parking lot of a dispensary to terrorize them. Imagine all that. Imagine stalking where somebody is on vacation. Imagine if somebody was putting up pictures of people in your family that have nothing to do with anything, non-combatants, or stalking your kids' Facebooks. Or
oh, she has it so hard. You hear this?
Then, how upset would you be then, Fatso? How upset would you be?
Imagine doing it all online and admitting to things that you did that weren't online.
Yeah.
And having it all documented.
Yeah.
And monetizing it.
I mean, like, just imagine going on here and admitting that you have basically committed a crime.
Yeah.
Imagine having your so-called wife go on a stream and admit that going after people's kids is a tactic that they use. Admitting it in 4K. Imagine that. Imagine having...
It was consensual. If the guy's into scat, that's his thing. If someone wants to do that with him, that's their business. Ain't mine. He's not exactly P. Diddy. No, he's not. And he never will be, unfortunately, as popular as P. Diddy is.
Having that person's wife go on stream and admitting that the entire community was trying to get a hold of Tyrant's downfall. To humiliate you. Remember?
The band I got fired from.
Yeah, imagine.
Yep. Yeah, the old band that NEGZ got kicked out of. That was, Tyrant's Downfall was a... I don't know what genre they were. I'm assuming just like regular rock, metal, whatever. NEGZ was a part of that band, and they ended up kicking him out of that band because the members of Tyrant's Downfall found out about what he was doing online, and they didn't like it. They didn't agree with it. And I think they were interviewed by either Belinda or Fedora. I think either Belinda or Fedora interviewed them. I don't know which one did, but I know that they were interviewed. If a man likes poop play, that's his business, yes. Yeah. You're into what you're into. I respect people's fetishes. I don't care if you're into whatever. You can be into whatever you're into. But just don't be a creep. That's it. Carlos Martinez, what is it? If the guy was accused of abducting someone for scat play, he's a menace. But if he wants to do that with another consenting adult, that's another thing, yeah.
Imagine that all of that is on the record, and imagine that all of that has been recorded. Imagine.
Yeah,
that was
imagine.
Potential income for me too.
How mad would you be then? Forget not being able to stream for a week.
And the messages were supposed to be private. This was all released to make Foodie Beauty look bad and infringe on her life. Germany, of all places, disagrees. Well, Principal Todd, if somebody is doing something that makes another person feel uncomfortable, they have every right to expose what the person is doing. It doesn't matter if it's private or not. If you, like, say that you're going to R-word somebody, that's... No, other people should be aware of that, because that is pretty much a threat. That's a threat.
And the bigger communities lied about you day after day after day after day.
Day after day after day after day.
Up your family, tried to destroy your businesses, all of...
Nothing, all right. I would agree, but the messages I seen indicate she was into it or pretending to. Yeah.
Imagine how angry you would be. And once you imagine that, you will reach about the 1% threshold of how angry we are. Okay? So why don't you take this week to take a break, calm the fuck down.
Yes, take a break, cool your
and think about what
jets.
you're going to do next.
Yep.
All right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was forced to do that years ago when those tactics were used against me. And it seems that I have landed in a much better place, all things considered, of course. But the one thing, it's just
the end goal was to make problems for Fruity Beauty, not to out a sexual deviant for the betterment of mankind. I guess, Principal Todd. DC, you chose this life, bitch, bye. LMAO.
amazing to just to go online and like this is like, this must be mental illness from, or that dementia that they talked about from social media, where people go online and they're like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm admitting to this, I'm admitting to that, I'm admitting to it on this channel. I mean, it's just like, and I'm gonna admit this on Twitter, I'm gonna admit this here, I'm gonna admit that. I mean, like, it's like being the stupidest fucking criminals ever.
Yeah. 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 Yeah,
you're right, and I don't strike channels because listen, that's what happened to me, and it cost me money. I'm not going to be the cause of, even if they're stepping on my neck to use.
Well, no, but 9 times out of 10, whenever I stream or make a video, what you will do is you will dislike it. You will leave a dislike, but that's about it. You won't strike it. So I can give credit where credit is due there. He will not strike channels. Is there anything else that they said that's of any importance?
I won't report it. Somebody else may report it. Like somebody's like, dude, Hunchback. Yeah, you know.
Dude, Hunchback Nation, dude.
Harassment and bullying of somebody with a crippling disability. So yeah, somebody else may. I don't give a fuck. Because...
Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to passive aggressively make a comment.
They threaten to, but they actually don't. I'll give them that. Yes, Barnacles.
About someone, one of those people, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Who likes to make money off of our backs. This
Who
person
is it?
clutched their pearls on stream the other day and said, see, I don't have these problems. I don't have these problems because I don't do anything that anybody can take me to court for. Really? Let me give you a couple of examples.
Oh, right. Here we go.
This is not a threat. It's just me telling that when you think that you're as pure as the driven snow, you're not, because this is what you've done. You're using
as pure as the driven snow
emojis. Okay? That is a violation of...
Wait.
This is not a threat. It's just me telling that when you think that you're as pure as the driven snow, you're not, because this is what you've done. You're using our faces as membership emojis. Okay?
Oh, using our faces as membership emojis. I know who DC's talking about. Original Owl. Because Original Owl does have membership emojis with DC's face, and I think she also has one with NEG's face too. I'm not sure, but she does have one with DC's face on it.
That is a violation of our privacy. It's a violation of Indiana trademark law. And that's
what?
You also spent years...
Well, wait a minute. Whatever. Whatever. Be right back. Gotta clean the kitchen, but listening. Okay, smelly cat. Every time I hear DC laugh, I say a prayer that Hussey soos her into oblivion. I hope he takes everything from this vile hag. He will, Todd. He will.
Years spreading lies and defamation about us. Years. And you continue to do so.
Mm-hmm.
You used a screenshot from the hearing that we had recently. You used it illegally.
Did she?
It was on screen for a very long time. And you thought that you would get cute by covering up the faces of certain people. It was illegally obtained, and you're not allowed to show it.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I would say that you've done a number of things that... Am I going to do it? Nah. I'm just telling you that if you sit there and think that you're as pure as the drip...
I gotta close my window real quick. Hang on. All right. They seem so tame compared to Sam and Yaba. It's wild. Yeah.
No, bitch. You're not. You're not. So cut it out and stop fucking around because we all see you.
Indeed, we do.
Just because I'm not online doesn't mean I don't know everything that is going on. Just so happens, NEGZ knows I've been very busy. I've got a lot of stuff going on that has nothing to do with the store, that has nothing to do with whatever. I've got a lot of shit in my life.
Are you sure it don't have nothing to do with the store? Are you sure?
On that requires my undivided attention. So I've been doing that instead. But I'll be back. Don't worry. I'm already planning my majestic return.
Oh, good.
Yep. And I'm just a distraction.
What distraction? What are you talking about?
Well, they're defaming me and defaming us. I'm just on here pointing out the truth and distracting people from having to go to their streams and hear their horseshit.
They're not, but you report. They're not, but your report has to be awful to make these two look tame. Oh, really? Okay. They're not, but you. They're not, but you really have to be awful to make these two look tame. Correct, Barnacles.
Right. Well, oh, okay. Now I get it. I get it. Well, I mean, really, what commentary do I have to add to a failed fundraiser, a despised and hated community?
Given that Ron is being ratioed, I wonder what would happen if DC started receiving mad likes. He'd get jealous. Well, she rarely has ever gotten ratioed. What's his last one stand at? I'm gonna lose my place if I refresh it, Todd.
Channels going up in flames, everybody going at each other. I'm just sitting back enjoying the show, like everybody else.
Oh, yeah, everybody's very entertained.
Yep.
Very, very entertained. If you will.
I'll go look. Okay.
I just keep on reminding people over and over and over and over again.
157. There you go. That's about the size of it.
Every level, it's not 2020 anymore. It isn't. Everybody is fighting over scraps in terms of money, in terms of super chats, and clinging on to whatever success they had 4 years ago. And a lot of you are going to end up losing your channels. You're going to
No, not all of us are, DC. You're incorrect. Not all of us are. Hello, that Amber chick. Who has the time to do that? 157 individuals didn't sign up to fucking Rumble. Well, Principal Todd, there are a lot more people know who he is and know who DC is, and a lot more people don't like him, especially because I've been covering them and what they've done. A lot of people, a lot of my older, really, really OG community members are aware of him, and that's why he has so many dislikes. Because it's also not just from people in my community, it's also from people in other communities that know about him.
Your income, and none of you prepared, like the grasshopper and the ant. You just played and played and played all summer, and then winter came and you had nothing. And that's exactly what you guys are going to find yourselves with. You have no investments, you don't own anything, you wasted your money on nonsense. Or you
on nonsense,
food or dogs or printers or rent or whatever, and now you're going to find that you have nothing. And NEGZ
sent you a meme on Twitter. I call it the passion of the pegs. I'll look at it after this, Principal Todd.
And I have not been doing that.
How much longer is this? 36 minutes left. I'll sit through the rest of it. I don't care.
I've watched people grow immensely in their mental illness or their girth.
Yeah.
Girth.
Their uses for money. That's why, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but like support's slowly coming back.
Yep.
For me, I was vindicated months ago.
Yep.
The support's slowly coming back now because it's getting around.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's not at all. Not at all. It's not coming back for you at all.
Well, these communities that are just based on pure hatred are just is interested. They're leaving in droves. They don't want to be a part of it. But I do send a warning to the bodega members that are former Negative Nation. You all hated Tragic for what he did to other people. And you blame me for bringing him back. So you're going to blame me when he fucks you over and drags your kids all across the screen with AK?
And if you think that it's...
Hey, they probably will. They probably will.
...to happen to you, you guys haven't been paying attention.
If you think it's
back,
what?
So you're going to blame me when he fucks you over and drags your kids all across the screen with AK?
And if you think that it's not going to happen to you, you guys haven't been paying attention.
Oh, I have been paying attention. I know it's not going to happen to me. Because guess what? It would have happened already. It's not. It's just not. It's not.
You haven't been paying attention.
Well, they know. They know. They've said it. They've said it. That he's disgusting and creepy. One of them even used the term rapey. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's going a little far, but I don't know. I mean, like, you got to be able to...
Oh, she's talking about... Okay, I thought she meant, if you think it's not going to happen to you, if you think your channel is not going to be gone, wait and see. No, she's talking about something else. I thought she was talking about, if you think you're not going to lose your channel.
Like, forcibly hold a woman down, and have you seen that dude's build?
And basically, all that you guys have proven over the past couple of months with your behavior and what you put on screen and the alliances that you formed is that every single one of you is completely and totally untrustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be trusted with confidences. You can't be trusted with, innocent, wholesome stories about people's families. You can't be trusted with any information. And if you have nothing on someone, you just make it up and you lie. Just like you did, Alex. Just like you did. Remember that screenshot from NEGZ's Facebook?
Oh, the
Facebook. He was allegedly making a threat. Every single person who has seen that screenshot has said that it is an obvious fake, that it was probably made in a generator. But that's who Alex Glitter is.
Oh, we know.
For the fact that she created it? No.
We know. We know who she is. We know. We know.
I don't. But I know Callie didn't. Callie doesn't know how to do that stuff.
I don't even think Callie cares enough to do it anyways.
But somebody faked it. Somebody made it. And then somebody presented it in front of a judge in order to get a false TRO against NEGZ.
Mm-hmm.
You see, from now on, anybody who tries that shit in any case that NEGZ and I are involved with, whether we are the defendants or whether we are the plaintiffs, it's not going to fly anymore. It's not. It's not.
Hear that? Hear that? It's not going to fly no more. Brace yourselves.
Presenting fake evidence, trying to blackmail people, trying to present stuff from a Discord, claiming that people said things in a Discord that they didn't say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the person presenting that evidence in a court of law is going to get into a world of fucking hurt. Mark my words.
I'm sure they are.
What do they call that? Is that perjury?
Well, I mean, the most common way of dismissing that sort of quote-unquote evidence is saying that it's hearsay. That is exactly what happened in the case with Sam. Sam trying to present evidence of me saying things without proving that I said them or without giving them a context or showing out of context DMs between her and God only knows who. Every single exhibit was dismissed. Every single one. Because it was hearsay. So all of you geniuses, all of you legal geniuses over there with your little court TV channels, why don't you study up on the hearsay rule? Talk to a lawyer and they'll explain what hearsay is. And
Anna Nicole says she's so fat she can't spit out a 5-word sentence without almost passing out.
It is inadmissible in court.
Alex is as fat as Foodie Beauty, Anna Nicole again. And that's why she can't breathe and speak at the same time. She has to take those long breaks between brain-dead word salad.
All right? And if you guys don't understand, maybe I can send you the transcript of the hearing where Sam was completely and totally crushed by our excellent lawyer, Miss Lunsford.
Oh, yes, Miss Lunsford. Miss Lunsford. The one and only.
Crushed. Destroyed.
Yeah. So those days of dragging people to court under false pretenses, those are over. They're over. All right.
Yeah. I defended myself once. I won. I'm not gonna do it again. But that was my pride, and my pride won. And yeah, I mean, like the last, let's see, ever since then, shit's been pretty turbulent online. But you've recorded and documented all of it, so
and bragged about it.
Why do I need to review it and cover it?
Yep.
That's not the venue that belongs.
Well, because you still need content, don't you think?
This isn't the venue that belongs.
No. And I used to, up until recently, I was very concerned about the court of public opinion. I could give a fuck less what a bunch of, uneducated meth heads and hillbillies think of a.
That just tells us that you do care, that you do give a fuck.
Of any sort.
The heck?
And Chad, I'm glad to, is that we tell the truth and that we end up telling the truth in a venue that matters.
It froze for a minute.
Venue doesn't matter. It doesn't. It doesn't. But I will say I am very, very glad to see new faces in chat. I'm glad to see new people coming along. It's great to see you. Nice to meet you. And welcome. and we appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know some of you that are maybe new or have come back or whatever have seen how I have been. I've been pretty vile towards the people who left. And we've always just had this discussion that if somebody lies about me, or if they go out and they try to ruin my reputation and then smear my name, I'm gonna be pretty harsh towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
I won't go IRL, but the First Amendment, and I won't do hate speech, but I will sit here and say everything that may hurt your feelings. That's it. You can't throw me in jail for hurting your feelings. Sorry, Alex.
Well, no, because there is still a thing called freedom of speech.
And some of you need to grow the fuck up. Walk into the octagon and you cry when somebody hits you. Fuck you. Grow the fuck up. And
grow up. Grow up. I'm including Russ in that too. Russ also needs to grow up. Hey, Dark Ninja, what's going on?
You were trying to pretend that you're as pure as the driven snow. I never did anything to anyone. Really? How long do you have? You want to sit down? You want me to show you what you've done to people? Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. And people with sense know exactly what you've done. They've been following you, which is why some of you have flocked GoFundMes. Think about it. We didn't. We raised the money we needed in 3 days.
Well, no, but you did do one. You still did do a GoFundMe, the lost wages for harassment. Remember that? Remember that?
3 days. Some of you couldn't even make it to 30% of your goal. And AK, if you have raised as much as $100, I will eat my hat. I am wearing a hat. I will eat the hat that's on my head.
Only reason I'm continuing to sit through all of this is because of you guys. I hope you know that.
Raised $100. Oh, I've had a few very generous donations. Oh, please, bitch. Come on now. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you can find maybe like you can't get you could get a court-appointed attorney in cases like this, I believe.
She's not indigent, though. How is she supposed to get a court-appointed attorney?
What do you mean indigent?
She
tuning in while mowing. What do you mean mowing, Dark Ninja? You're mowing the lawn at this hour? It's 9:30 for me.
Money.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if she lives in her parents' house.
And by 9:30, I obviously mean 9:30 at night.
No, in a wealthy suburb of Baltimore, then she can afford an attorney according to the court. You have to be very low income to be able to qualify for, a public defender.
Yeah.
And even if she's unemployed, and even if she still owes that $20K, forget it.
Yep, forget it.
Yeah, I'll be done in an hour for sure.
All right.
27 minutes left.
Hop off. Thank you for letting me on because I was very sleepy and I was very grumpy.
Oh boy.
Anytime. You're my girlfriend. Shit.
Oh.
Shit gets too boring or slow down there. Just come home.
Well.
8:30. Still daylight a bit here. Oh, okay.
Somebody came in here.
Yeah, Dark Ninja, I forgot you were an hour behind me.
Friend came in here, and then this other guy came in, and he wanted to sell me all this stuff to sell in the store. And Negs, if you could have seen this shit, you would have died. I mean, some of it looked okay. Like, I told him that he needs to talk to you because I don't know what it's worth. I don't know anything about this stuff. But he told me some long story about how He shipped the stuff in, and then he was hit with all these tariffs or all these taxes. And
All right.
I couldn't follow his story.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not listening to the rest of this. I'm not. No. I've gone for an hour and 39 minutes. That's it for me for tonight. As always, thank you guys for coming. Please thumbs up the stream if you didn't do that. And I will see you. Want to see you. Take care. Have a good night.